What's up, everybody? Jack here, and today I'm going to be talking with Oren from Dropeex.
Hey Jack, how are you?
I'm doing pretty great. So for those of you who don't, for those of you watching who don't know what Dropeex is, it's one of the options similar to SkuGrid that allows you to interact with eBay without the API connection. So in today's video, we're just going to talk about Oren's history and how he got involved with Dropeex and that kind of thing. And then in a video 2 days from now, we will do a tutorial showing you guys how to use the tool.
All right, so hello everybody. My name is Oren. I live in Israel right now. And I'm one of the marketing manager at Dropeex. Dropeex is a very unique software that developed at the April 18. You know, all the things.
eBay doomsday.
eBay crashed all the eBay accounts who do, you know, drop shipping from Amazon to eBay with some API using monitors and things like that. And we you know, search for a solution for us, you know, for our students. We have students who, you know, learn how to do drop shipping, and we search for a problem, for a solution. So we find this solution. In the start, we started like ourselves. You know, we don't promote it to another people. So we start to do this thing in our you know, accounts, and it's gonna, you know, it's amazing, and the traffic and the sales is going up and up, and we always updating the software, and we promote it to, you know, to all over the world.
Exciting.
And yeah, and people are crazy about it because it's work. You know, it's not like a trick, or it's not like you know, something else. It's actually work, and people message us every day. Thanks for that software. Thanks for that solution. That's amazing.
So tell me a bit about yourself. You're from Israel, and there's a lot of drop shipping software people from Israel. I think like 3/4 of the drop shipping software is made in Israel. So that's not surprising to me at all. But how did you individually get involved with Dropeex? Can you tell me a bit more about that?
So Israel is a startup community, you know. A lot of startups from Israel, like Waze. If you use Waze for the driving, it's an Israeli, you know, software. And I started dropshipping about 7 years ago. I dropshipping like from Amazon, from Walmart, from Home Depot, like everybody does. And actually, I make a lot of money with that. And you know, in the past 2 or 3 years, I work with private suppliers from China, from USA, and from Europe, and this is it.
So, but how did you get involved with Dropeex? Like, because I'm assuming there's a team of people, right? So how did you get connected with them and start working as the marketer for them?
So I met the people who behind that software is you know, people that I know and the people that I trust. This is most important, and I tried myself, and I find that it's a amazing solution from what's happened in the April 18 in the last year, and start to use it, and you know, like starting to work with it, and that's amazing.
So tell me a bit more about how, because okay, so in April of last year, eBay started flagging dropshippers, right? So
Yeah.
what about Dropex makes it a solution to this? Can you explain this a little bit more so that people can understand?
Of course. Jack, can you cut this thing? I get my charger for the computer. 1 minute.
Yeah, it's fine. No worries. Usta.
So ask me again the question again, and then I will.
So you've mentioned that in April of last year, this is when eBay started flagging dropshippers, and a lot of dropshippers experienced huge amounts of traffic that just disappeared, and they started getting really small amounts of traffic, right? So you've said that Dropex poses a solution to this. Can you explain a little bit about why what Dropex does is a solution?
All right. So Dropeex is a solution because that it's no API using. Okay. We actually, before that I connect with the Dropeex team, and I'm going to be the marketer in Dropeex. I find that in the documents from eBay, I find the things that eBay is not allowed to promote and engage in arbitrage selling. Okay, that's
9.7.
9.7 in the document. I will share with your people. So I see that eBay not allowed to arbitrage with a competitor site. So who is the competitor? It's probably
Amazon, Walmart.
Amazon, Walmart, and also they not allowed to post automatically tracking numbers, and they not allowed to automatically ordering from competitor sites. So I see all the things, and I tell the Dropeex, developers that we not able to people to drop from Amazon. We not gonna do the automatic posting tracking number, and we're not gonna do the automatically changes of the price and of the of the stocks and everything like that. I tell you why eBay is so hate this thing, because everyone like every starter dropshipper is can sign up to some monitor, all right, in the market, and like post like 10,000 items in one click. And it's a garbage items. Most of the items is a garbage items, and eBay hate these garbage things. eBay wants a value for their customers. eBay need a value, okay? And when the system of eBay, they see all the time the price changes and the stock is going out, eBay hates this thing because it's not bring value for eBay customers.
Yeah, so for those of you guys watching, what he's referring to is the API terms of use agreement. So this is not the terms of use to use eBay. This is the terms of use for software to connect with the API. For those of you who don't know what an API is basically it's another way to interact with a website. So when you're a user, you go to a website, you can click on things, you can do stuff. An API is kind of, you can think of it like the software's version of the website. So instead of you clicking on stuff to accomplish tasks, the software sends messages to the API, and then the API does things in response. The API is how your software integrates and interacts with eBay. And it's not something unique to eBay. Tons and tons and tons of different services have an API, and it's part of how you create software is by learning what the language of the API is and interacting with it. And so what Oren is talking about with this in the terms of use is that if you look in section 9.7 of the API terms in use, it specifically states that you cannot use the API to do drop shipping or arbitrage drop shipping activities. And it lists 3 specific activities, which are changing stock and price to reflect competitors' stock and price, uploading tracking numbers automatically, and placing orders, I think, is the third one, right?
Yeah.
But it's important to understand as well that this doesn't mean that all dropshipping software violates eBay's API, because there's actually a sentence right before all of this that says, without eBay's written express permission. So what this means is that unless you have permission from eBay, then all of these things are against policy and not allowed. And this has been a thing in eBay's terms of use for like, I want to say 2.5 years. It's not a new thing. I remember I discovered it for the first time last year, and it was already like over a year old when I came across it.
Yeah, that's true, Jack. And what eBay hates a lot of a lot of things is of the servers. Every API using every change price or every like stock out or stock going in, it's a server. It send a message to eBay server, and it's a lot of message to the server, and it's
a lot of API calls in that situation. That's what SkuGrid got in trouble for, was having too many API calls, because every time you're using a server, the person who owns the server is paying that. And it's typically like pennies per action, right? And when you have like 10 actions, it doesn't matter that much. But you got 100,000 or 1,000,000 actions, suddenly you're paying thousands of dollars, So it adds up. But what
I told about the eBay, why eBay hating us, it's like when some buyer in eBay, eBay sites is going to buy something, and when he press on the buy button, it's like, it's like it's going out of stock, or it's the price changing or something like that, and this is not a value for the customers. eBay want a value for their customers.
Yeah, eBay wants their customers to have a good experience at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So explain a bit more about Dropeex, and that from some of the people listening, okay, they understand like it doesn't interact with the API, so they're probably a bit confused about what Dropeex actually does. So like, what can you use it to do? Say that I have a list of 100 items I want to post, and I want to use Dropeex to post those items. I could do this. This is referred to as manual drop shipping because it's not using the API. So what would I do?
So Dropeex is like manually working. When you saw like item in AliExpress, Banggood, in another supplier that we support, you can press one click in the site, in the supplier, and it's move the item for the upload, eBay upload. It's not the back system or something like this. It's not background. It's actually in the eBay site. It's like a manual drop shipping, and eBay
file exchange.
Yeah, and eBay love that. And it's upload you everything, like from the title to the item specific to the image to the variation. If the variation it's like size or pictures or everything, description, price, everything you need. It's like in a one click, boom.
So what it sounds like it does is it takes the source URL and then it creates a CSV file that has all the information that File Exchange needs to post the item on eBay. So is this correct? Or
no, it's actually when you press click, it's going to the eBay uploading system. And
okay, so it doesn't use File Exchange.
It's used File Exchange for the monitoring and for the price changes.
Okay, but not to create the listing.
Yeah, not to create.
Interesting. Okay, so it's like how. Okay, I understand then. So
if
you get the source page, and then it populates a create new listing page on eBay, as if you had gone, clicked sell, clicked create listing, and then you're on the same page. Okay, I understand. And we will see all this in the video.
Yeah, and the File Exchange it's using for, you know, if you have 100 products that you say before, so you can in a one click download the CSV and upload to eBay, and then all the price and all the stocks it's update like in 1 second.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, so I think that's pretty much everything for this video. So for those of you guys watching, if you're interested in Dropeex, just wait like 2 days and we'll have a video coming out where you can see the software in action, and we'll do a little demo showing exactly how to use it. Because I know that's going to be easier to follow than us just talking in person about the software. But for me, I think it's important to introduce everybody I'm working with, so that you guys in the audience can develop a sense of like, okay, I like this person, I don't like this person, yada yada, and then you can make an informed decision about what you want to do.
If you don't like me, you're gonna like the software, I promise you.
All right, see you guys.
Bye bye.